Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. We've all heard about positive thinking, but what does it really mean? For many, it conjures images of ignoring problems or pretending everything's fine when it isn't. You might even feel guilty if you aren't positive enough, or frustrated by advice to just think positive when facing real difficulties. This video isn't about promoting unrealistic optimism. Instead, we'll explore how to balance genuine optimism with an honest look at challenges. It's about using positive thinking as a tool to gain real-world advantages, without becoming naive or overly idealistic. We'll show you how to harness this power practically. What positive thinking really means, and what it doesn't. You might think positive thinking means always being happy, but that's a common misunderstanding. True positive thinking is about how you approach life's challenges. It means having hope and confidence that things can improve, even when faced with difficulties. It's about recognizing your feelings, good and bad, and then choosing a constructive way to respond. We are talking about resilience and a problem-solving mindset, not simply wishful thinking or denying reality. Positive thinking versus toxic positivity, knowing the difference. There's a big difference between healthy positive thinking and what we call toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is harmful because it tells you to always be cheerful, no matter what. It often dismisses your real feelings and pressures you to look on the bright side, even when you are hurting. This can be very damaging because it prevents you from processing difficult emotions. Consider these examples. Toxic positivity example. Someone tells you, don't be sad, just be happy, everything happens for a reason, after you've experienced a loss. This shuts down your valid grief. Genuine positive thinking example. A friend acknowledges your sadness by saying, I know you are hurting right now, and that's okay. When you are ready, we can figure out what steps to take next. This recognizes your pain while still offering future support. Genuine positive thinking, on the other hand, allows you to acknowledge challenges without getting stuck in despair. It means recognizing a problem exists, understanding your feelings about it, and then actively looking for solutions or ways to cope. You maintain hope that improvement is possible, even when the path is unclear. It does not ignore negative emotions, instead, it helps you move through them effectively. The science behind optimism, brain benefits and beyond. Thinking positively is not just a feel-good idea. It has real, measurable effects on your brain and body. Our brains are incredibly adaptable, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means your thoughts and experiences can actually change your brain's structure and function. When you practice optimism, your brain wires itself to respond more effectively to stress. Here is how. Reduced stress hormones. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which can harm your health. A positive outlook helps manage your stress response, reducing cortisol levels. Improved coping mechanisms. Optimistic individuals often develop better strategies for handling tough situations. They tend to see setbacks as temporary and solvable, rather than permanent and overwhelming. Enhanced resilience. Studies show that a positive mindset builds resilience, your ability to bounce back from adversity. It helps you recover more quickly from difficult experiences. Research consistently supports these benefits. For example, studies have linked optimism to better cardiovascular health, a stronger immune system, and even a longer lifespan. It impacts both your mental well-being and your physical health. Adopting a positive mindset is therefore a powerful tool for overall wellness. Cultivating realistic optimism, practical strategies for everyday life. Building a truly positive mindset does not happen overnight. It is a daily practice, much like building any other skill. By actively applying certain strategies, you can begin to shift your perspective and foster an outlook that is both hopeful and grounded in reality. These aren't just abstract ideas, they are actionable steps you can integrate into your routine to promote genuine well-being. Reframing challenges, changing your perspective. Our thoughts often run on autopilot, especially when we face difficulties. The first step in reframing is to identify negative thought patterns. Are you quick to blame yourself? Do you jump to the worst-case scenario? Once you recognize these automatic reactions, you can deliberately change how you see things. Instead of labeling situations as problems, try viewing them as opportunities for growth or valuable learning experiences. For instance, a project setback at work is not just a failure, it is a chance to review your process and find a more effective approach. Losing a client can be painful, but it also opens the door to attracting new, better-fitting clients. The language you use profoundly shapes your perception. Exchange disempowering phrases for those that promote action and insight. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Rather than, "This is impossible," try, "What is one small step I can take?" Change, "I always mess things up," to, "What did I do well, and what could be improved?" This conscious shift in language and inquiry moves you from a passive victim to an active problem solver. Mindfulness and gratitude. Anchoring in the present. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for staying present and observing your thoughts without judgment. It helps you notice when your mind wanders to worries about the future or regrets about the past. By simply observing your thoughts and feelings as they arise, you create a space between the event and your reaction. This allows you to choose a more constructive response rather than being swept away by immediate emotional surges. Try a few minutes of focused breathing each day to start. Practicing gratitude further shifts your focus toward the positive aspects of life. In challenging times, it is easy to get caught up in what is going wrong. Actively seeking things to be grateful for, no matter how small, can profoundly influence your mood and outlook. Here are some simple gratitude exercises you can try. Gratitude journaling. At the end of each day, write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. They do not have to be grand gestures. A warm cup of coffee, a sunny morning, or a kind word from a colleague are excellent examples. Daily gratitude moment. Take a minute each morning or evening to silently reflect on one thing you appreciate. Really feel that appreciation. Gratitude walk. As you walk, intentionally notice simple things around you that bring you joy or comfort, like the changing leaves or a beautiful building. Regularly acknowledging the good things in your life builds a reservoir of positivity, which can be invaluable when facing difficult moments. That's the first part of our guide to positive thinking. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.